Just for the record, so that we are all clear, that this was signed by the Governor of Guam on August the 26th, 1983. At the time, Vicky Brigadio, Gloria Nelson was the Director of Education.
Members of the Guam Education Board last night were presented with a document which the Guam Federation of Teachers Union claims proves that the union was granted exclusive recognition to represent Department of Education support staff by the Governor of Guam. The document is a 1982 contract for school aides, which GFT President Tim Fedenko admits is not the letter of exclusive recognition for bargaining, but he says it does give GFT a paper trail to go to the Department of Revenue and Taxation to find the letter.
That is a contract stating where and when the recognition statement was signed, and it was also signed by the board and the Executive Council of the Guam Federation of Teachers. There's also a document in the Constitution, previous Constitution, that states that we represent them. It is not the exclusive recognition by any means, but it is an indication that one was signed.
Board member Barry Mead, who has represented the board in past negotiations, says a contract from 1982 is not enough to resume negotiations. Mead was absent from last night's board meeting, but during a phone call with PNC today, he said all the document says is that a contract was negotiated and that GFT could have presented a contract from any year to say the same thing. Last year, the Guam Education Board asked GFT to present the letter of exclusive recognition to the board in order to prove that the Governor of Guam had given them the legal authority to represent support staff. Fedenko tells PNC that he hopes the 1982 contract will be enough for the board to move forward and let contract negotiations resume.
It was an act of good faith. They're the ones who are questioning it. We just wanted to, extend the hand, get back to the table. It's a new board. I see new direction, so I'm being as hopeful as I can.
And some board members might be ready to get back to the table.
I was led to believe that there are new documents that exist. Finally, this shows up. Mr. Chairman, let's move.
But the letter of exclusive recognition isn't the only thing keeping GEB from getting back to the bargaining table. Mead tells PNC that the union should drop an unfair labor practice filed against DOE, which Mead says is now a moot issue. According to Mead, the complaint was over the implementation of the 4AB schedule by then Acting Superintendent Talene Titano. That schedule was later rescinded by Superintendent John Fernandez. The Department of Administration is also in the midst of an ongoing investigation to determine if GFT has a high enough membership rate to continue representing DOE employees. Meanwhile, the most recent support staff contract expired in August of 2009, and teachers have been working without a contract since November 2011. Betsy Brown, PNC News.